Hi, I'm Richard, the editor of the WatchGecko magazine, and I'm here today to tell you about the NTH Mack. We're very proud of our relationship with NTH, and we especially love the sub-range. The Mack is part of that range, but it is a very special edition. It doesn't try to be subtle in its military heritage. Quite the opposite, it embraces it. That is because the Mack is a highly personal watch created by Chris, the CEO of NTH, in memory of a very close friend, US Army Ranger Brian A. Mack. You can read Mack's full story on the WatchGecko magazine article we've written about the history of the watch, but in summary, Mack was a mentor to Chris when they were both Rangers. Chris subsequently lost touch with Mack, and years later when he tried to reach out, he was devastated to learn that his old friend had been killed in combat in Iraq. To help his surviving family and keep his name alive, Chris created the Brian A. Mack watch. So it's a real privilege for us at WatchGecko to have a very limited number of Macks for sale. We discussed how best we could support the cause behind the watch with Chris and Mack's family, and have proposed that we could contribute from the sale of each United Kingdom Mack to a British military charity. Brian's widow Lisa was delighted with this initiative and suggested that Brian himself would also have approved, as he was a great admirer of the UK military. We've therefore decided to donate a proportion of Mack sales to SAFA, the Armed Forces charity, who since 1885 has supported UK military staff in many ways, from transition to civilian life to disability assistance for soldiers wounded in action. Now that you know the story behind the Mack, let's have a closer look at the watch itself. When you first lay eyes on the Mack, it is a highly contemporary and genuinely striking watch. The desert bronze of the bezel offsets perfectly against the deep black dial, giving the watch a highly stylized yet fully authentic military or field look. White numerals and hands, especially the sword hour hand, pay tribute to military watches from a bygone era and create a striking starkness, resulting in a dial with excellent legibility through AR-coated sapphire crystal. At 140 grams, the Mack has a thoroughly solid feel. Nothing rattles and the machine feels well crafted. The screw-down crown and 120 click bezel are well serrated to provide superior grip with gloves on. The curved end pieces of the oyster-style bracelet join seamlessly with the case. Pinholes allow for easy strap transition if a G1098 NATO is your chosen style. The Mack is powered by either a Miyota automatic caliber 9015 with a date or a 90S5 with no date. First introduced in 2009, this workhorse movement is relatively easy to obtain and offers similar, cost-effective parameters to the ETA 28242. The 42-hour power reserve, NTH regulated to plus or minus 15 seconds a day, and parashot protection should meet the toughest needs. Like every NTH sub, it is in low light that the Mack really delivers, with Tritech Superluminova impregnated into the bezel, hands and indices. 12 and 24-hour markers glow together, as does the lower triangle on the bezel, which aids navigation if you're using the watch as a compass. Last, but by no means least, this impressive package is sealed to 300 meters or 1,000 feet water resistance. The Mack is a unique chance to own a watch inspired by a friendship forged in the toughest of environments. You will also have the knowledge that your purchase is providing much needed help to military families across the United Kingdom.